notified every time I upload, and comment down below your thoughts about it. Don't forget to enjoy.
Hi, Alana.
Hello, how are you?
Does that camera look like it's adjusted okay?
I don't actually see you at all.
Just a minute, I'll fix it.
There you are, but no, it's not. I see something at the bottom.
Okay, let me hold this paper up a little bit.
Wait one more minute because I'm looking for my phone to make sure that it's turned off because I don't want anyone to call in the middle. So hold on 1 minute, okay? I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay, that's great.
Great, okay, so I adjusted a little bit.
Okay, so first of all, it's okay to put this on YouTube, on Facebook, on social media, on my site, use it for courses if need be.
Sure, that's fine.
Okay, great. So, how's your week been?
Well, it's kind of interesting, and first of all, I want to tell you I really look forward to these sessions. I mean, I just really look for it. Makes my day, makes my week. So what I'm noticing is, you know, with this stroke, I've had a lot of spasticity, which is a real tightening of the muscles throughout the body. And it's comfortable. It's like somebody just beat on you with a baseball bat. And so for the first time in a couple of years, I'm really starting to feel that that's subsiding a little bit. It's improving.
Good.
You know, I felt like I've been locked inside my body, and now I'm feeling like I can move a little bit better. So that's a wonderful thing.
Excellent.
And then the other thing I've noticed is I've had more of a consistent feeling of that I'm healing. You know, last week I told you that that kind of came and went, but now it's becoming more consistent.
Excellent.
And then something that came up, I thought this was rather interesting. You know, I had that land issue and that preceded the stroke, and I think that that had a lot to do with the stroke and have dealt with the feelings. And I'd been really like just disconnected from the feelings toward the neighbors, the anger, the anything that I felt before, betrayal. I mean, it's just like that stroke kind of wiped out a lot of my feelings. But last week I had a day where those feelings came back very clearly. The anger came up again. And I hadn't felt that in a couple of years. So I don't know, all of a sudden it was there. It lasted about a day and now it's gone again. But for some reason, those emotions came up again.
Interesting.
I just thought I'd mention that because I think it connects to this work.
It definitely does. And my take on it is that at this point, the anger is not going to lead you to take any action. It's just going to sit inside of you. We should probably try to bring it up again and get rid of it. We don't want it to cause any other damage inside the body. Yeah,
when I had it, it was very intense. I mean, I thought of terrible things I wanted to do to those people. You know, I don't usually think that way, but it was very vengeful kind of feeling. But not this time. This time it was just a feeling of the anger.
Okay. Still, anger is good if it irks you to take action, positive action. Anger that just sits inside of you doesn't do anything. It hurts you.
So you think even if I'm not really aware of it, it's still there sitting there?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
The body stores it all.
The body's kind of a container for all that, huh?
Yep. And what happens is that you start off with very little, but as you add on and you add on and you add on and you add on and you add on, it explodes. And that's when disease happens. Disease or bringing into your life all sorts of things that you don't really want.
The other thing that I've noticed is I have a lot less anxiety than I used to have.
Good. Excellent. All right. I'm going to say we're going to take a break from your past and first get rid of this anger. Because even though the past might help alleviate it, let's just get rid of it. I don't like you having it. Doesn't make me happy.
No, me either.
Can you bring it back up?
I'll try to. And it's starting to come back up, but it's not clear anger. It's kind of a mixture of different emotions.
Mm-hmm. What did you do to bring it up, whatever it is that's coming up?
Okay.
What did you do inside to bring it up?
I just kind of remembered the neighbors' faces and that scene back where that situation occurred.
Is this a couple, the neighbors? Like a husband and wife?
It's two couples.
Two couples. Okay, which is the worst couple?
I know which ones they are. I don't know if you want me to say their name.
No, don't say their name. You know which ones they are. We'll call them couple A and couple B.
Okay.
And in couple A, the man is number 1, the woman's number 2. Which one was worse? In the worst couple, was the man worse or the wife worst?
It's pretty much of a toss-up, but I'd say the man.
Okay, so bring up number 1. Put him in front of you. And then step into his shoes and see what he's feeling.
He's angry and he's scared.
Start tapping. He's angry.
He's angry.
I'm angry.
I'm angry.
He's scared.
He's scared.
I'm scared.
I'm scared.
All the angry, all the scared.
All the angry, all the scared.
Whatever it means.
Whatever it means.
Whatever it represents.
Whatever it represents.
Whatever experience it holds inside of it.
Whatever experience it holds inside it.
However I know it.
However I know it.
Whether it be from past lives.
Whether it be from past lives.
Present lives.
Present lives.
Future lives.
Future lives.
Or parallel lives.
Or parallel lives.
I thank it so much.
I thank it so much.
For working so hard.
Working so hard.
Trying to keep me safe.
Trying to keep me safe.
The only way they knew how.
The only way that they knew how.
But I have better tools now.
But I have better tools now.
I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry.
Please forgive me.
Please forgive me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I love you.
I love you.
I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry.
Please forgive me.
Please forgive me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I love you.
I love you.
It's safe to let it go.
It's safe to let it go.
It's safe to transform it.
It's safe to transform it.
Into new feelings.
Into new feelings.
New memories.
New memories.
New programs.
New programs.
Ones that support health.
Ones that support health.
Well-being.
Well-being.
Joy and happiness.
Joy and happiness.
In every area of my life.
In every area of my life.
I'm safe.
I'm safe.
Grab your wrist. Breathe in. Blow out.
Peace.
Peace. Go back into his body. What is he feeling now?
He feels out of control.
Start tapping. He feels out of control.
He feels out of control.
I feel out of control.
I feel out of control.
All the out of control.
All the out of control.
Whatever it means.
Whatever it means.
Whatever it represents.
Whatever it represents.
I thank it.
I thank it.
And I set it free.
And I set it free.
And by setting it free, I set myself free.
And by setting it free, I set myself free.
Free to take my power back.
Free to take my power back.
Let everything else go.
And let everything else go.
I'm safe.
I'm safe.
Grab your wrist, breathe in, blow out.
Peace.
Go back, step into his body, see what he feels now.
It's more anger coming up.
Okay, feel the anger. And start tapping. His anger.
His anger.
My anger.
My anger.
All the anger.
All the anger.
Anger that makes you take action.
Anger that makes you take action.
Is good.
Is good.
Anger that just sits inside of you. Anger that just sits inside of you.
Anger that just sits inside of you.
And sizzles you up.
And sizzles you up.
Without doing anything.
Without doing anything.
I choose to let it go.
I choose to let it go.
I choose to transform it.
I choose to transform it.
And all the memories that support it.
And all the memories that support it.
To joy.
To joy.
Happiness.
Happiness.
And well-being.
And well-being.
In every area of my life.
In every area of my life.
I'm safe.
I'm safe.
Grab your wrist, breathe in, blow out. Peace. Okay. Go back, step in.
Yeah, this feels lighter now for sure.
Good. Any bad feelings left?
Do I have any left?
Mm-hmm. To the sky.
I don't know. I just get a feeling he feels like a loser, like he's lost something.
Okay. Start tapping. He feels like a loser.
He feels like a loser.
I feel like a loser.
I feel like a loser.
All the losers.
All the losers.
Whatever it all means.
Whatever it all means.
Whatever it presents.
Whatever it represents.
It all came to teach me something.
It all came to teach me something.
Came to bring me a gift.
Came to give me a gift.
And until I get the gift.
And until I get the gift.
It's going to keep coming back.
It's going to keep coming back.
In another pair of shoes.
Another pair of shoes.
Each time shouting a little bit louder.
Each time shouting a little bit louder.
I choose to get the gift.
I choose to get the gift.
I choose to learn what I need to learn.
I choose to
learn what I need to learn.
I choose to learn what I need to learn.
I keep the lesson close to my heart.
I keep the lesson close to my heart.
And I let the experience go.
I let the experience go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry.
Please forgive me.
Please forgive me.
I love you.
I love you.
I'm safe.
I'm safe.
Grab your wrist. Breathe in. Blow out.
Peace.
What's he feeling now?
It's kind of hard to explain, but it's almost like it's a little bit of a remorse.
Is that good enough for you, or do you want to change some more?
Let me see what else I can get out of here.
Okay.
So step into his shoes, right?
That's correct.
Okay, he's got more anger coming up.
Okay, feel the anger. And tap on him as you tap on yourself. His anger.
His anger.
My anger.
My anger.
All the anger.
All the anger.
Whatever it means.
whatever it means,
whatever it represents,
whatever it represents,
whatever experiences it represents,
whatever experiences it represents,
whatever memories support it,
whatever memories support it,
whatever proofs support it,
whatever proofs support it,
whatever conflicts surround it,
whatever conflicts surround it,
or the lack of love,
or lack of love,
or the lack of recognition,
or lack of recognition,
or the lack of self-worth.
or the lack of self-worth.
I thank it for working so hard,
I thank it for working so hard,
trying to keep me safe,
trying to keep me safe
the only way that it knew how.
in the only way it knew how.
But whatever I focus on
Whatever I focus on
grows.
grows.
I choose to focus on good things,
I choose to focus on good things,
on joy,
on joy,
on happiness,
on happiness,
on well-being,
on well-being,
and on health.
and on health.
I let everything else go.
I let everything else go.
I'm safe.
I'm safe.
Grab your wrist, breathe in, blow out.
Peace.
Step back into his shoes. What's he feeling now?
Kind of a confusion, like he feels like he's way over his head.
Okay. Start tapping. He feels confusion.
He feels confusion.
I feel confusion.
I feel confusion.
Or the confusion.
All the confusion.
Whatever it means.
Whatever it means.
Whatever it represents.
Whatever it represents.
All the sensations.
All the sensations.
All the colors.
All the colors.
All the images.
All the images.
All the proofs.
All the proofs.
All the memories.
All the memories.
All the conflicts.
All the conflicts.
Just let it all go.
Just let it all go.
Transform it into joy.
Transform into joy.
Transform it into happiness.
Transform it into happiness.
Transform it into well-being.
Transform it into well-being.
In every area of my life.
In every area of my life.
I'm safe.
I'm safe.
Grab your wrist. Breathe in. Blow out. Peace.
Peace. It's interesting as we do this work, as the more we do it, I feel cleaner inside. It's a clean feeling, like I'm being scrubbed clean.
You are. Okay, go back. What's he feeling now?
I don't know, I get that he's tired of fighting.
Have a conversation with him. Tell him what you need to tell him.
Okay, I've told him.
And I'll listen to what he has to tell you back.
He actually says he's sorry that he didn't know that he was so extreme.
Do you forgive him?
It's hard, Ilana.
Okay. Start tapping. It's hard to forgive him.
It's hard to forgive him
How can I forgive what he did?
after what he did.
Let it go.
Let it go.
Forgiveness isn't for him.
Forgiveness isn't for him.
Forgiveness is for giving back
Forgiveness is for giving back
all the things that he gave me
all the things that he gave me
that I never wanted,
that I never wanted,
that I never asked for.
I never asked for.
Forgiveness is for setting me free,
Forgiveness is for setting me free.
free to move on in my life,
Free to move on in my life.
free to be free of him.
Free to be free of him.
He's taking up too much real estate in my mind,
He's taking up too much real estate in my mind.
and I need that real estate for more important things.
And I need that real estate for more important things.
I forgive him
I forgive him
so that I can be free of him.
that I can be free of him.
See him on that stage in your mind.
Do what?
See him on a stage in your mind,
Okay.
doing something that's meaningful to him, and tell him, I forgive you. Say it out loud, I forgive you.
I forgive you.
Not because you deserve it,
Not because you deserve it.
not because what you did was right.
Not because what you did was right.
I forgive you
I forgive you
because I deserve to be free of you.
because I deserve to be free of you.
I deserve to clear my mind
I deserve to clear my mind
for more important things,
for more important things.
for healing,
For healing.
for making my life as meaningful as I can,
To making my life as meaningful as I can.
and creating a full sense of well-being
And creating a full sense of well-being
in every area of my life.
in every area of my life.
So I forgive you,
So I forgive you
and I set you free.
and I set you free.
And as I do, I set myself free.
And as I do, I set myself free.
Free to love myself,
Free to love myself,
accept myself,
accept myself,
forgive myself for holding on to this for so long,
forgive myself for holding on to this for so long,
support myself
support myself
in every possible way,
in every possible way.
and see him on that stage waving to you
Okay.
as he slowly disappears. And notice how these big iron doors open up in front of you, letting in the sunshine. And see these big chains falling off of your feet, allowing you to move forward onto the cool grass. Feel the warmth of Mother Earth, sending energy surging through your legs. Feel the sun's energy surging on top, down through your head, as they meet in the middle, creating a big, enormous burst of energy, filling you up with all the positive healing energy you need. Hear the birds singing, smell the flowers and the trees and the grass. Enjoy that sense of freedom. And when you're ready, say peace.
Peace. Ooh, that felt.
Can you forgive him now?
Yeah, I can.
Good. Okay, go to the woman. What's happening with her as you step into her shoes?
Oh, she's kind of sitting there all grouchy and mad.
Start tapping. She's grouchy and mad.
She's grouchy and mad.
I'm grouchy and mad.
I'm grouchy and mad.
All the grouchy and mad.
All grouchy and mad.
Whatever it means.
Whatever it means.
Whatever it represents.
Whatever it represents.
All the sensations.
All the sensations.
All the colors.
All the colors.
All the images.
All the images.
Everything else.
Everything else.
Let it go.
Let it go.
It's safe to let it go.
It's safe to let it go.
It's time to let it go.
It's time to let it go.
It's time to allow in well-being,
It's time to allow the well-being,
the joy,
the joy,
the happiness,
the happiness,
and the health.
and the health.
Let everything else go.
Let everything else go.
Grab your wrist, breathe in, blow out, and peace.
Peace.
Step back into her shoes. What's she feeling now?
She's frustrated because she's lost her sense of control.
Start
So
typing.
loss of control. Yeah.
She lost her control.
She lost her control.
I lost my control.
I lost my control.
We all lost the control.
We all lost control.
I let it go.
I let it go.
All the conflicts around it.
All the conflicts around it.
All the lack of love.
All the lack of love.
All the lack of recognition.
All the lack of recognition.
All the memories that support it.
All the memories of
that support it.
That support it.
All the proofs that support it.
All the proofs that support it.
I thank them.
I thank them.
And I transform them.
And I transform them.
Into new programs.
Into new programs.
Programs of well-being and health.
Programs of well-being and health.
Of joy and of happiness.
Of joy and of happiness.
And I transform all those memories that supported it.
And I transform all of those memories that supported it.
Into new memories.
With new memories.
Ones that support the health and well-being.
Ones that support health and well-being.
I let everything else go.
Let everything else go.
I am safe.
I am safe.
Grab your wrist. Breathe in. Blow out.
Oh yeah, this is lifting off a bunch of stuff. I can feel it.
Good. Step back into her. See what's changed.
She's still kind of grouchy and angry. And disappointed, okay. Grouchy, angry, and disappointed.
Start tapping. She's grouchy.
She's grouchy.
I'm grouchy.
I'm grouchy.
All the grouchy.
All the grouchy.
She's angry.
She's angry.
I'm angry.
I'm angry.
All the angry.
All the angry.
She's disappointed.
She's disappointed.
I'm disappointed.
I'm disappointed.
All the disappointments.
All the disappointments.
Let it all go.
Let it all go.
Safe to let it go.
It's safe to let it go.
It's time to let it go.
It's time to let it go.
It's time to heal.
It's time to heal.
I don't need it anymore.
I don't need it anymore.
I thank it for its hard work.
Thank it for its hard work.
Trying to keep me safe.
Trying to keep me safe.
The way that you have.
The way that you have.
I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry.
Please forgive me.
Please forgive me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I love you.
I love you.
I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry.
Please forgive me.
Please forgive me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I love you.
I love you.
Those 4 magic statements
Those 4 magic statements
that allow me to let everything go
that allow me to let everything go
and transform it into love,
and transform it into love,
happiness,
happiness,
health,
health,
joy, and well-being
and joy and well-being
in every area of my life.
in every area of my life.
I'm safe.
I'm safe.
Grab your wrist. Breathe in. Blow out.
Peace.
Okay, step back into your shoes. What you feeling now?
She's feeling deprived.
Start tapping. She's feeling deprived.
She's feeling deprived.
I'm feeling deprived.
I'm feeling deprived.
All the feelings of deprivation.
All the feelings of deprivation.
Just let it go.
Just let it go.
Safe to let it go.
It's safe to let it go.
It's time to let it go.
It's time to let it go.
It's time to heal.
It's time to heal.
She's doing it to herself,
She's doing it to herself,
and I'm doing it to myself.
and I'm doing it to myself.
But I changed those filters.
I'll change those filters.
I'll go all the way back down to the roots.
I'll go all the way back down to the roots.
And put on new filters.
And put on new filters.
Filters that show me the joy.
The ones that show me the joy.
And the well-being.
And the well-being.
Regardless of what else is going on.
Regardless of what else is going on.
My state.
My state.
Is in my hands.
Is in my hands.
I'm the only one with the control.
I'm the only one with the control.
Of how I can react.
Of how I can react.
And I choose to keep that power.
And I choose to keep that power.
Let everything else go.
And let everything else go.
I'm safe.
I'm safe.
Grab your wrist. Breathe in. Blow out.
Peace. Yeah, these were bigger things than I thought they were. I mean, I knew they were there, but boy, do I feel like a sense of relief.
Good. They were able to come up. We got rid of a whole bunch of other stuff, and more stuff rises. That's the way it goes until you get to the bottom. Okay. How's she feeling now as you step into her shoes?
She's feeling isolated.
Start tapping. She's feeling isolated.
She's feeling isolated.
I'm feeling isolated.
I'm feeling isolated.
All the isolation.
All the isolation.
Whatever it means.
Whatever it means.
Whatever it presents.
Whatever it represents.
Just let it go.
Just let it go.
We're doing it to ourselves.
We're doing it to ourselves.
We might have been best of friends.
We might have been the best of friends.
But instead we isolated ourselves.
But instead we isolated ourselves.
Just let go of that isolation.
Just let go of the isolation.
I thank it for its hard work.
I thank it for its hard work.
Trying to keep me safe.
Trying to keep me safe.
In the only way that you have.
In the only way that you have.
But I have better tools now.
But I have better tools now.
And I'm using them to transform it.
And I'm using them to transform it.
Into well-being.
Into well-being.
Joy.
Joy.
And happiness.
And happiness.
That I spread to everyone around me.
And I spread it to everyone around me.
I'm safe.
I'm safe.
Grab your wrist. Breathe in. Blow out.
Peace.
Step back into her.
You know, I get this feeling like feels like she's been shortchanged in life, like she hasn't gotten what she deserves. She's not happy, that's for sure.
Start tapping. She's been shortchanged in life.
She's been shortchanged in life.
I've been shortchanged in life.
I've been shortchanged in life.
She hasn't gotten what she deserves.
She hasn't gotten what she deserves.
I haven't gotten what I deserve.
I haven't gotten what I deserve.
She's not happy.
She's not happy.
I'm not happy.
I'm not happy.
Just let it go.
Just let it go.
Can't change history.
Can't change history.
But I can change my perception of it.
But I can change my perception of it.
I can accept what happens.
I can accept what happens.
Instead of fighting it.
Instead of fighting it.
Because if I'm fighting it.
Because if I'm fighting it.
I'm giving my focus to it.
I'm giving my focus to it.
And it's taking up valuable space.
And it's taking up valuable space.
And valuable real estate.
And valuable real estate.
In my mind.
In my mind.
It's taking up place.
It's taking up place.
Which I could be using for joy and happiness.
Which I could be using for joy and happiness.
And letting that grow.
And letting that grow.
I choose to transform it.
I choose to transform it.
Into the joy and happiness.
Into the joy and happiness.
I choose to transform it.
I choose to transform it.
Into the health and well-being.
into health and well-being.
And I choose to transform all the memories that support it
And I choose to transform all the memories that support it
into new memories that support my new programs.
into new memories that support my new programs.
I'm safe.
I'm safe.
Grab your wrist, breathe in, blow out. Peace.
Peace. Yeah, I'm actually feeling more space open up inside of my body.
Good.
It's really incredible.
Yep, it is.
So does that space get filled up with other stuff then?
It does, but make sure it gets filled up with the good stuff. That's up to you. And whatever you focus on grows. That's a law of nature. You must well focus on the good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, step back into her body. See what she's feeling now.
She's very frustrated.
Start tapping. She's so frustrated.
She's so frustrated.
I'm so frustrated.
I'm so frustrated.
All the frustration.
All the frustration.
All the energy it takes to be frustrated.
All the energy that it takes to be frustrated.
It's taking away from the energy
Is it taking away from the energy
that I could be using to be happy.
that I could be using to be happy?
I choose to take that energy,
I choose to take that energy,
remove it from the frustration,
remove it from the frustration,
and put it to the happiness.
and put it into happiness.
Let everything else go.
Let everything else go.
I'm safe.
I'm safe.
Grab your wrist, breathe in, blow out.
Peace. Now, is there a chance that she may be different because of this work, that it's somehow getting to her on another level?
Absolutely. I've done surrogate work on people close to me, and they had no idea what I did, and changes took place. It works. Go back into her body. What's she feeling now?
She's a lot more at peace now. I can feel that.
Good.
There's still just a core unhappiness in her. Like it feels like it's been there forever. It's just solid.
Start tapping that core unhappiness that she's feeling.
That core unhappiness that she's feeling.
That core unhappiness that I'm feeling.
That core unhappiness that I'm feeling.
Whatever it means.
Whatever it means.
Whatever it represents.
Whatever it represents.
I let it go.
I let it go.
I remove the I remove the
I remove the
and I leave the happiness.
and I leave the happiness.
It's safe to feel happiness.
It's safe to feel happiness.
It's safe to focus on happiness.
It's safe to feel this unhappiness.
It's safe to focus on the happiness.
It's safe to focus on the happiness.
It's safe to see the cup is half full.
It's safe to feel the cup is half full.
It's safe to just fill the cup up
It's safe to just fill the cup up
and make it all full.
and make it all full.
And it's safe to share.
And it's safe to share.
I share my happiness
I share my happiness.
because the more happiness I have,
The more happiness I have,
the more happiness I have to give.
the more happiness I have to give.
And the more happiness I give,
And the more happiness I give,
the more my happiness grows.
the more my happiness grows.
I share that happiness all around.
I share that happiness all around.
I let everything else go.
Let everything else go.
I'm safe.
I'm safe.
Grab your wrist, breathe in, Blow out. Peace. Have you ever been in a bus and you smile at someone and then they smile back? And then someone else smiles, and then someone else smiles, and then someone else smiles? That's sharing happiness.
You know, I've just never been somebody, even when I was a kid, I just didn't smile a lot or, you know, laugh a lot or anything like that. I feel like I've just held so much in.
It's never too late to start. People always tell me that my smile is my best attribute. So I smile a lot.
Yeah, you do. It's just natural for you, isn't it?
Yeah. But it wasn't always.
Oh, it wasn't?
I went through a hard time with my divorce. I went through a hard 16 years of marriage. It wasn't easy.
So has it been a process coming out of all that?
Definitely.
And a lot of work, right?
Yes, it has. But also worth it. Also worth it.
Would you say you're pretty happy now most of the time?
I'd say 85% of the time I'm happy.
Wow.
And smiling.
And did most of that come about through tapping?
Tapping and the other processes that I do. I haven't been doing with you so much some other processes because it requires using both your hands, pulling it out, and then spinning it, and then putting it back in. And it's hard to do with two hands without, you know, just one hand. You can, but just harder. So I've been focusing with you more on tapping. But I use a lot of different processes. But there's something else to remember. When you smile, your body automatically gives off endorphins and creates a feedback system. You smile, you get endorphins, you smile more because you're feeling good. You get more endorphins, you smile more, you get more endorphins.
Huh, I didn't know that.
Yep. And when you get the endorphins, you feel happy. And as you focus on the happiness, you get more happy.
And it'll make you want to smile more.
That's correct. Which will give you more endorphins.
And I'm sure that all helps your immune system too.
Absolutely. It helps everything, not just your immune system, everything. And it makes everyone around you feel happy.
Yeah, it does make a difference, doesn't it?
Uh-huh. When people smile, their whole face lights up. I'm talking about a real, heartfelt smile. Not an evil smile, but a real heartfelt smile.
Yeah, you can feel it.
You can tell the difference. You can feel it. When people give you a real heartfelt smile, everything around lights up. The whole energy is different.
So you think people can learn to be happy?
Without a doubt.
Or happier?
Without a doubt. No, happy, period. They can learn to be happy, period. If they choose to.
I'm really fascinated how you tie the forgiveness piece into all this because, you know, you don't hear much of that in EFT kind of training stuff about forgiveness.
That's a shame.
Yeah, it is.
I think forgiveness is key. And I think people mistake forgiveness to mean they're condoning what the other person did. They're accepting what they did. The forgiveness is not for the other person. The forgiveness is for you. You and only you. Whatever,
go ahead.
Whatever side effects they feel, it's just side effects that they're feeling because you've given it up. You no longer hold that energy. But it's for you. I like to call it real estate. I mean, I joke with my kids as well. Sometimes they finish something in the refrigerator and they'll leave the empty container there. And I say, this is valuable real estate in our refrigerator because we never have enough room there. It's like, don't keep things that you don't need over there. Same thing goes with your mind. If you keep those bad thoughts in it, you're using up valuable real estate that you could be growing happiness and fun and joy and clarity. All the anger and everything else just clouds it up. Why would you want to do that?
Well, I just run into a lot of people who are really unconscious that they're even doing that. I mean, I was talking to somebody the other day about, she came in complaining about how the cold weather made her arthritis worse. And, I had told her the time before she was here that it's not good, it's not healthy to go around talking about aches and pains all the time.
Right.
So, and all she did was get very defensive about that.
Yeah, you can't tell people. They don't, unless they're interested in it, they don't want to hear it. And the more you hear it, the more that you try telling them, the more they're going to dig their feet in and say, nope, I disagree.
Yeah, it's like she got mad about it. I don't know, but maybe it's so foreign to her to think that way, or I don't know.
Well, I'll tell you what happens. People live their life in a certain way, and that becomes their, what's the word? Status quo. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And then if they feel just a little bit of happiness, it's like this big high. But their status quo, what they're used to, what their comfort zone is the bad feeling. My personal opinion is that I've come to the point, and I'm not trying to brag over here, I'm just saying this is what I really feel, where the high for me is such a great, enormous feeling that when I go back to normal, I feel down. It's not like I'm bad, I'm just normal. But I'm not feeling that high feeling, so to me it feels like it's down. Most people are like down below, so when they get to normal, they feel high.
So let me ask you this, like the more you practice this, does it become more natural and it becomes like a more automatic kind of thing?
Yeah, I told you, at this point, I don't think about it. My hand automatically goes up and I tap. I don't think about it when I do it.
Because when I think back on my life, all of it, I have a really hard time coming up with a period of time when I felt truly happy.
You can create your own happiness. That is the bottom line. You can have people who have everything in the world and they're going to be unhappy. And you can have people who seem to have nothing, yet there's always a smile on their face and they're always feeling happy.
So it's our perception that creates it.
Yeah. You get to choose. You might have to do some work to get there, but sure it's worth it.
Yeah, I want to feel that.
Keep up with the tapping. Whether you're doing it with me or whether you're doing it with yourself. Just keep it up. And you'll get there.
Okay, that's very encouraging. Thank you for sharing that. I know
yeah.
in one video, Robert had said there's a domino effect with the tapping, that you just, as things come up, you tap them, and pretty soon the whole domino effect just happens.
Yes, but you're alive. And as long as you're alive, things are going to come up that trigger you. And if you tap it away on the spot, they don't grow. If you focus on it, they grow. It's your choice.
And Ilana, how specific does it have to be? Like if I'm just sitting there and I just get this kind of vague feeling like it doesn't feel good, it feels kind of yucky, I could just tap it. I don't have to have a name for it. I don't have to identify what it is or where it came from.
Nope. You can just tap on it. Works just as well.
Okay, well, I'll start doing that.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
It makes all the difference.
I feel a great relief from the work today. I feel really different about those neighbors now.
Good. Let's go back into that woman. What's she feeling now?
again, she's just not a happy person, and she's sitting there. She's not comfortable.
Start tapping. She's not happy.
She's not happy.
I'm not happy.
I'm not happy.
She's not comfortable.
She's not comfortable.
I'm not comfortable.
I'm not comfortable.
All the unhappiness.
All the happiness.
All the uncomfortableness.
All the uncomfortableness.
I take out that UN.
I take out that UN.
And I focus on the happiness.
And I focus on the happiness.
And I focus on the comfortable.
And I focus on the comfortable.
It's safe to allow in the happiness.
It's safe to allow in the happiness.
And I release any fear.
And I release any fear.
About bringing it in.
About bringing it in.
Because the only thing to fear is fear itself.
Because the only thing to fear is fear itself.
I choose to be very careful.
I choose to be very careful.
Of what I allow into my mind.
Of what I allow into my mind.
What feelings I allow in.
What feelings I allow in.
And what thoughts I allow in.
And what thoughts I allow in.
And when I do that.
And when I do that.
I'm planting the seeds.
I'm planting the seeds.
For a better tomorrow.
For a better tomorrow.
Let everything else go.
Let everything else go.
I'm safe.
I'm safe.
Grab your wrist. Breathe in. Blow out.
Peace. And I think I asked you something about this last time, but you feel that affirmations are really helpful in promoting this whole mindset, correct?
Affirmations are helpful, but you have to remember one thing. Saying 5 minutes of affirmation in the morning, 5 minutes of affirmation in the evening, but all day long affirming the bad. Which affirmations are going to be stronger?
Well, the ones you say the most.
Exactly. So catch yourself throughout the day and stop it. Change the topic. If you know you're going to a topic where you don't want to talk about, you don't want it to grow, stop the conversation and change it to something else.
What do you do when you're around people that you're friends with or whatever, and they start getting into complaining about their aches and pains or whatever it is? Or how it's flu season and they're going to get the flu or whatever it is?
You change the topic. Do you see that movie last night? It was amazing. Isn't the weather gorgeous?
So you interrupt the pattern.
Yep. Yep. And if you can think of something juicy enough, they'll catch on.
Or you could use Robert's lines. Where did you get those shoes?
You can use that too. That's right. But interrupt the pattern, exactly.
So what is your PhD in?
Plant molecular biology.
Oh, interesting.
Nothing having to do with this.
I just saw the other day when I don't know if I read on your website or whatever, I saw you had the PhD after your name, so I was curious.
Yes. Plant molecular biology. And while I loved the work while I was doing it, I did not want to do it for life. I loved the work because I loved the people I was working with, not because I loved the work.
What kind of a career would that turn into? I mean, what kind of work would you be doing in it?
It would start off as being a research ant, meaning, you have the queen ant and you have all the little ants who are doing all the work for the queen ant. And I'd be working probably from 8 in the morning or 8:30 in the morning till around 6 o'clock at night. And then probably I'd go into being a professor, and then I'd sit there and enter the rat race of writing grant proposals and sending it off to people and trying to get money to support all the research I want to do.
So you just kind of decided you didn't want to take that any further and go that route?
Yep.
You have a lot of freedom with what you do right now, don't you? I mean, is freedom over your time and...
Yep. It's amazing. I get to choose when I work, when I don't work, when I want to take vacation. It's amazing. I have 1 day a week I take off where I go to help my parents.
Do you have to do like a lot of advertising and marketing for your website?
I should probably do more. But I don't like it, so I don't. I use
Because I
this.
know sometimes websites can become really labor intensive.
I use the same method, word of mouth. That's my gratitude notebook. I am so grateful that all my clients love me so much and spread the word about me.
I've been doing that this week, by the way, the gratitude notebook, but I just been doing it verbally when I go to bed at night.
Okay, that's good also. And have you been doing the figure eights?
Yes, every day.
And how's that working? Is it easier?
Well, I'm still using the right arm to get the left arm to do it, but yeah, it's a little bit easier, I'd say.
Okay, good. Keep doing it. You're retraining. You're retraining your neurons.
Make a difference, don't you? You think that the figure eight could make a difference?
Absolutely.
So this other person that you worked with that had a stroke, how long had it been since she'd had her stroke? Had it been a while?
Trying to remember. I have to look back. I mean, this was like a few years ago that I did it. So I can write her and I can ask her, but it was a few years ago that I did it. So I don't remember all the details anymore.
And you're saying that she regained mobility, some mobility.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Hers might not have been to the same extent as yours, but I think the fact that you feel that your body's healing and you feel less spasticity is already a good sign.
I mean, it's really, I haven't felt any relief from that spasticity this whole time. And just recently, it's starting to lighten up and it's just like a wonderful thing.
Good. Good, good. Just keep thanking it. It's interesting because people don't think of diseases, illnesses, or body parts as having feelings. I tend to look at it sometimes as like a friend. So I thank it, and I think I mentioned it to you. I know I mentioned it to other clients. All these pains are signals. Signals to you that something needs to be worked on, something needs to be done. So in essence, the same way that I thank the men who attract into my life who aren't for me, but who show me where I need to work, I thank the aches and pains. Thank you for showing me what I need to work on.
Okay. Well, what about, this numbness that I have? I mean, I don't have the aches and pains as much as I just have no feeling. Would you thank that also?
Yeah. The no feeling is trying to tell you something. What's it trying to tell you? Ask it. And then pay attention. Listen for the answers. The answers come if you listen. Most people just don't know how to listen. And the more you listen, the stronger the answers get.
Okay, I'll try that.
The less you listen, the quieter they get. They're like, okay, you don't want to listen to me? I won't answer you.
So are you actually talking to the body?
Yeah. Try it right now. Ask it what it needs. Come to it courteously, not angrily.
Oh, I can see how that'll work. Yeah, I'll do that. It wants to be talked to.
Yeah. It does. Because it's trying to give you a message. It's trying to get you to hear.
Great. Thank you very much.
Okay. Go back into that woman.
Into that woman?
The neighbor.
Okay. Yeah. She just is sitting in this one position. She hasn't moved and she's working on something, but I don't know what it is. But she's very, occupied.
Okay. See her on that stage in your mind, doing something meaningful to her.
Doing something meaningful to her.
And say, I forgive you.
I forgive you.
For not being the neighbor I wanted you to be.
For not being the neighbor I wanted you to be.
For not doing what I wanted you to do.
For not doing what I wanted you to do.
For behaving the way that you behaved.
For for behaving the way that you behaved.
You had your programs
You had your programs
way before I came into your life.
way before I came into your life.
And I was just a continuation of your programs being acted out.
And I was just a manifestation of your programs being acted out.
I forgive you.
I forgive you.
Not because you were right.
Not because you were right.
Not because I condone what you did.
Not because I condone what you did.
I forgive you
I forgive you
so that I can set myself free.
so I can set myself free.
I forgive you
I forgive you
and I give you back
and I give you back
all the things you tried to give me,
all the things that you tried to give me
but I never wanted.
that I never wanted.
I forgive you.
I forgive you.
I set you free.
I set you free.
And by doing that, I set myself free.
And by doing that, I set myself free.
Free to forgive myself.
Free to forgive myself
For carrying it around for so long.
for carrying it around for so long.
Free to transform it
Free to transform it
into love and happiness,
into love and happiness,
joy and well-being.
joy and well-being.
Free to focus on those things
Free to focus on those things
so that they grow,
so that they grow
fill my life,
in my life,
fill my life,
fill my life,
and spread out to everyone around me.
and spread out to everyone around me.
I let everything else go.
I let everything else go.
And see her on that stage waving to you as she slowly disappears. And see the big iron doors opening up in front of you. Feel those big chains coming off of your feet. Step on out into the grass. Feel the cool grass, and underneath it, feel the warmth from the Mother Earth as it surges its energy up through your feet. Feel the energy from the sun surging down through your head. Feel that explosive feeling inside of you as they meet right in the middle, giving you a sense of energy and of healing energy throughout your whole entire body. Hear the birds chirping, smell the flowers, smell the trees and the grass, and hear the wind rustling. And enjoy that sense of freedom and energy that surrounds you. And say peace.
Peace. Yeah, I feel way different about her now.
Good.
I think this is going to make a difference for me.
I'm sure it will.
And I'm going to really try that, talking to myself, my body, and asking it questions. I think it needs that.
I'm sure it does. Because it's been shouting pretty loudly to you.
Well, you know, Ilana, when I had this, it affected my left side. And basically one of the things that happened because of the brain damage was that I completely lost awareness of having this whole side of my body. It was like it didn't exist to me.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm just relearning that it's there again.
Right. Right. And ask it what it needs. It'll tell you what it needs to heal. Okay. Do you have energy to do the other couple, or are you done for?
Well, it depends on you. I have the energy if you do.
Okay, so let's call the other two people in the couple together. Put them into one person.
Okay.
And then step into that dual person. And what are they feeling?
They are feeling frustration.
Start tapping. They're feeling frustration.
They're feeling frustration.
I'm feeling frustration.
I'm feeling frustration.
All the frustration.
All the frustration.
Whatever it means.
Whatever it means.
Whatever it represents.
Whatever it represents.
All the sensations.
All the sensations.
The colors.
The colors.
The images.
The images.
The memories that support it.
The memories that support it.
The proofs that support it.
The proofs that support it.
I thank them for working so hard.
I thank them for working so hard.
Trying to keep me safe.
Trying to keep me safe.
The only way that they knew how.
the only way that they knew how.
I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry.
Please forgive me.
Please forgive me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I love you.
I love you.
I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry.
Please forgive me.
Please forgive me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I love you.
I love you.
It's safe to transform them
It's safe to transform them
into well-being,
into well-being,
joy, happiness, and love.
joy, happiness, and love.
Let everything else go.
Let everything else go.
I'm safe.
I'm safe.
Grab your wrist. Breathe in. Blow out.
Peace.
Step back into them. See what's changed.
They're less frustrated.
But there's still some left.
Just a little tiny bit.
Feel that tiny bit. And start tapping whatever's left of that frustration.
Whatever's left of that frustration.
Their frustration.
Their frustration.
My frustration.
My frustration.
Just let it go.
Just let it go.
It's taking up valuable real estate.
It's taking up valuable real estate.
Real estate that can be used
Real estate that can be used
for joy, happiness, and well-being.
for joy, happiness, and well-being.
That will increase
That will increase
exponentially
exponentially
and spread out to everyone around.
and spread out to everyone around.
Let everything else go.
Let everything else go.
I'm safe.
I'm safe.
Grab your wrist. Breathe in. Blow out.
Peace.
Okay, step back into them. What are they feeling now?
They don't know what to do. They're just kind of standing there.
Start tapping.
They're at a loss.
They're at a loss.
They're at a loss.
I'm at a loss.
I'm at a loss.
We're all at a loss.
We're at a loss.
Let it go.
Let it go.
Safe to let it go.
It's safe to let it go.
Time to let it go.
It's time to let it go.
It's safe to forgive them.
It's safe to forgive them.
It's safe to give them back
It's safe to give them back
all the things that were theirs
all the things that were theirs
that I never wanted.
that I never wanted.
It's safe to empty out that space inside of me
It's safe to empty out that space inside of me
so that more joy and happiness can grow.
so that more joy and happiness can grow.
More health and well-being can grow.
More health and well-being can grow.
And I can let it spread
I can let it spread
to every part of my body
to every part of my body
and every part of my life
and every part of my life
and share it with everyone around.
and share it with everyone around me.
The more I share it,
The more I share it,
the more I have.
the more I have.
The more I have,
The more I have,
the more I have to share.
the more I have to share.
Let everything else go.
Let everything else go.
I'm safe.
I'm safe.
Grab your wrist. Breathe in. Go out.
Peace.
Peace. Okay, step back into them. What's going on?
It's like they're trying to figure something out.
Start tapping. They're trying to figure something out.
They're trying to figure something out.
They know that I'm onto something,
They know that I'm onto something,
and they want to get some of it too.
and they want to get some of it too.
It's safe to share it.
It's safe to share it.
It's safe to let them have the well-being too,
It's safe to let them have the well-being too,
because the more well-being they have,
because the more well-being they have,
the better it will be for me.
the better it will be for me.
The only reason why they're angry
The only reason why they're angry
or feeling any negative feelings
or feeling any negative feelings
because they're at dissonance.
because they're what?
At dissonance
Because they're at dissonance
with their inner self.
with their inner self.
And as I give them the joy and the happiness,
And as I give them the joy and the happiness,
they become in alignment.
they become in alignment.
And then their joy and happiness spreads as well.
And then their joy and happiness spreads as well.
So forth and so on.
So forth and so on.
As a rock that's thrown in the middle of a lake.
As a rock that's thrown in the middle of a lake.
Gives off those rings.
Gives off those rings.
That spread farther and farther out.
That spread farther and farther out.
That's the effect of the happiness.
That's the effect of the happiness.
And I choose to let it grow as big as it can.
And I chose to let it grow as big as that.
Till it takes up the whole entire world.
Until it takes up the whole entire world.
And everyone feels that happiness.
And everyone feels happiness.
I'm safe.
I'm safe.
Grab your wrist, breathe in. Blow out.
Peace.
What's going on now?
Not much. They're there, but I don't get much of a feeling from them.
Okay, good. Just let that ripple of happiness ripple out towards them as well.
Okay, now I'm getting that they have to protect themselves. They think they have to protect themselves.
Okay, start tapping. They have to protect themselves.
They have to protect themselves.
I have to protect myself.
I have to protect myself.
If they don't want my happiness.
If they don't want my happiness.
They don't have to take it.
They don't have to take it.
But I'm still going to give it out.
But I'm still going to give it out.
Because happiness is good for everyone.
Because happiness is good for everyone.
And if they don't like it.
And if they don't like it.
They'll have to move away.
They'll have to move away.
Not me.
Not me.
I'm here for now.
I'm here for now.
Happiness and all.
Happiness and all.
Spreading it out to everyone who wants it.
Spreading it out to everyone who wants it.
Attracting only those people.
Entrapped in only those people.
Who want to share in that happiness.
Who want to share in that happiness.
And cultivate it.
And cultivate it.
And grow it.
And grow it.
In all good ways.
In all good ways.
Let everything else go.
Let everything else go.
I'm safe.
I'm safe.
Grab your wrist. Breathe in. Blow out.
Peace.
Peace.
That was a big chunk of work.
Yep.
I feel like a big piece got shoveled off today.
Good. Now it makes me to another thing though. When the happiness ripples out of there, you're creating a kind of force field of happiness. And it will only attract in those happy people. Whoever doesn't want to be happy will be all the way over there at this point as you ripple out the happiness further and further. Okay?
What you're doing is imagining those ripples going out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. There are some people that don't want to be happy.
And that's their choice. But as the ripples go further and further, they can't get to you.
I like that idea. You've given me some great ideas today.
Good.
I really like the idea of talking to my body parts.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear what happens next week.
I'll keep you posted.
Okay, great. So whenever you think a thought, whenever you say something, think to yourself, is this a thought I want to be taking up real estate in my mind? Is it something that's going to cultivate my happiness? If it's not, let it go. Make room for the good stuff.
That would be life-changing, wouldn't it?
Absolutely.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay. So we'll continue next week.
Okay, thanks, Ilana, very much. This was a wonderful session.
I'm glad.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Don't forget, if you like this video, leave a like down below, subscribe to my channel, or subscribe to my newsletter. The address is right down below there. Have a great week.